New Zealand's naval ship sunk off the coast of Samoa carrying 950,000 tonnes of oil. Instead of apologising, cleaning up our mess and repaying for the harm, our Defence Minister Judith Collins tried to turn us into the victims, going on about random people making sexist comments online.
What is not tracking well is the deeply concerning, misogynistic narrative that reared its head. The one thing that we already know did not cause it is the gender of the ship's captain.
Obviously. Anyway, the villagers in Samoa...
I took it upon myself to look up the details of one of the keyboard warriors, or the armchair admirals as we now refer to them in my team. He's from Melbourne in Australia, commenting in a very negative way on our Royal New Zealand Navy, and particularly the women. I looked to see what else I could find about him. Well, he is someone who drives something. He drives a truck. And I think that he should keep his comments to people who drive trucks rather than to people who drive ships.
As J.R. Fuchs-Schuster puts it, this is a clear distraction.
Yeah, just to the Defence Minister of New Zealand, calling out a keyboard warrior regarding, what he said about the captain and not really focusing on the people that are actually impacted was, I think that's just a distraction or diverting it to somewhere else when you should really be focusing on what's happening here in Samoa.
Minister, the locals in Samoa are upset that they haven't had an apology from the New Zealand government. Are you able to give them that today?
We're obviously deeply traumatised. Frankly, our Navy has gone through a very tough time. We are dealing with the immediate issues.
And what's happening requires urgent attention. It's been a week and New Zealand has still not sent in its cleanup team. 200,000 litres of diesel have leaked so far, and fishermen in the Sawhata area are pulling up fish covered in oil, fish that they rely on to live. Senior Matai of the area said that not only is this hurting our livelihood, damaging the reef and coast, it's also spreading to other reserves that we rely on. But unfortunately, our government is still downplaying this harm.
Samoa's Marine Pollution Advisory Committee says 200,000 litres of diesel has leaked so far. Is that correct?
Well, I don't see that can be, if that's the little trickle that we're seeing there. I mean,
A trickle, wow. Much like she weaponizes the gender of the captain, Judith Collins is happy to weaponize the Samoan identity of her husband, only to then trample on the rights of Samoan people.
I understand, actually. My husband is Samoan, so talofa.
Truth is, they're addicted to using identity politics to distract us from the real issues.